I did a little rant video on my reactions for just how bummer. It's so frustrating that Aaron Rodgers got hurt in the first series of the Jets versus Bills game. Like, I had a lot of anticipation for that game. Like, my pre-prediction for the game was I thought this was going to be a 34-31 kind of game. Like, high scoring, awesome. But, like, how the game ended up playing out, if Aaron Rodgers stayed in the game, this would have been a blowout. Like, Aaron Rodgers would have tore up that Bills defense. Josh Allen still would have thrown 3 interceptions. Like, this probably could have been a 38-13 kind of game. That didn't happen, though. He got injured. And so now I think the Jets are in the most unique situation where right now dark days are ahead. Like, they got Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson actually has to play football this year. He can't just sit back and watch Aaron Rodgers take over. This is my clearly overreaction, huge overreaction for what the Jets should do. Right now, I think the Jets need to be playing chess instead of checkers. And the reason why I say that is they need to prepare for the future. Obviously, the Packers were preparing for the future because they drafted Jordan Love. You're telling me, okay, we have Quinn Ewers, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Sam Hartman. Hell, even throw Spencer Rattler in there. We got 5 quarterbacks that are going to come off the draft board. What has Zach Wilson proved in the NFL in his 2 years since being drafted in one of the weakest draft classes back in 2021? Like, we knew it was going to be Trevor Lawrence since he beat Alabama. And then 2022 was just as weak. But it's like, what has Zach Wilson done to prove that he can start over these upcoming new rookie quarterbacks that might come in, or a free agent that's still sitting out, or guys that are becoming journeymen like Taylor Heineke or Garner Minshew? And so right now, if I was the Jets organization, you're going to have a fall guy. Like, you're going to have to probably fire a defensive coach, defensive coordinator. We tank for Caleb Williams. Seriously. Like, and that's where the unique position is because you don't tank when you have, one of the best quarterbacks ever. But in the circumstance that it is right now, where he's out for the season, we know Zach Wilson is going to underperform. It's like, why not tank for him? Go draft one of the top 2, top 3 quarterbacks in the draft. Caleb Williams would be the goal, but if you can't get Caleb Williams, go get Quinn Ewers or Sam Hartman. And then get Aaron Rodgers rehabbed up, trade Zach Wilson out, and then have that quarterback that you drafted, ideally Caleb Williams, train under Aaron Rodgers for 2 seasons, and then have that structured contract favored 2 seasons, and then let Aaron Rodgers ride off into the sunset, and then have Caleb Williams tear up the AFC East for the next 10, 15 years. How crazy does that sound? Like, Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers, and one thing that I will give him credit for is I know he learned a thing or two, because there was a back shoulder fade touchdown that he threw that looked just like Rodgers. Straight out of Rodgers' playbook. So it's like, it sounds crazy because they just came off of a huge win. They're going to get 5-6 weeks down the road here, and they're going to realize, oh my gosh, what are we doing? There's nothing to do. You tell me you want to keep Zach Wilson and lose draft capital over trying to go get Caleb Williams and have him sit behind Rodgers? Come on, be smarter than that. But we know that that's probably not going to happen. I'd be sitting down with the GM, the owner, the head coach, and they should literally have this deep conversation of, okay, our star quarterback's out. Do we tank for Caleb Williams? If yes, okay, we do it. If not, but we still want to compete, then have Sam Hartman or Quinn Ewers' name circled on our draft board and go after them. That's all I got to say about that. Catch you in the next video.